What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival Late Night Live. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you have a good start to your week. Let's talk about Starbucks. You ever heard the saying, a man reaps what he sows? Well, Starbucks is learning that right now. Obviously, the world is falling, the world really is falling to pieces right from our eyes. I even have people from all over the globe saying the same thing, like it's happening everywhere, the just destruction of society. I've got a lot of theories, obviously, but anyhow, that a man reaps what he sows. That's from the Bible. If you didn't know, Galatians 6, and it goes on to say that one who sows to please his sinful nature from a nature will reap destruction, and the one that sows to please the Spirit from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Anyhow, it's from the Bible. Man, you reap what you sow. People say it all the time. A lot of people don't know it's from the Bible. I'm just letting you know that. That's where all the wisdom comes from anyway. Anyway, Starbucks is asking the federal board to suspend all mail-in ballots in union elections nationwide, alleging misconduct in the voting process by the board personnel and the union organizing its baristas. Misconduct with mail-in ballots. It's not possible, right? That's not possible. They said it wasn't. They said you were literally Jim Crow if you had to show an ID. Starbucks said that back in the 2020 election. So the alleged misconduct was reported by a career National Labor Relations Board professional who knew of an effort to tip the scales, where we heard that before, and voting in a favor in the union in Kansas City store election. According to Starbucks, the coffee giant alleged that the misconduct has occurred in other regions as well. Accusations include union agents secretly arranging for in-person voting during mail-in elections only, as well as giving confidential real-time information regarding specific vote counts. Starbucks Workers United, in a statement, called the accusation absurd. Well, wouldn't you? Well, obviously you're going to call it absurd. Just like how the media storm to this day, conspiracy theory, Trumpers, Trump loyalists, you hear the rhetoric all the time. So of course they're going to say it's absurd. Saying it's the company's latest attempt to distract from their unprecedented anti-union campaign and manipulate the legal process for their own means. Starbucks is simultaneously claiming to stand for voter protections and then asking that all elections be suspended nationwide. Mark Fallis is here. Thanks, buddy. So they want to suspend all elections nationwide because of one store. Pack Solo. Corporations run the nations of nations. Thanks, buddy. This is obviously hypocrisy at its finest. A Starbucks lady actually said that too. This is hypocrisy at its finest, said Michelle Eisen, a barista in New York, in the statement. Well, the thing is, anything dealing with liberalism, Democratic Party, DNC, all of it's hypocritical. Everything they do is hypocritical. That's why I don't understand, like, how as a logical human being you can follow along with this charades that they constantly play, because it's all, if you have any type of logical discernment, that anything that's happening right now, it's just all hypocritical. It doesn't make sense. I mean, we're talking from the coup to the election to the FBI raid and more. I mean, every single thing that they do is hypocritical, right? We talked about last night, Hillary Clinton emails and Hunter Biden and all these things. Everything's hypocritical. It's only one-sided. Mark, thanks again. Loyalties are an important thing. Misguided loyalties, misplaced. Yeah, no doubt. Hey brother, Travis Young, thanks man. Hey brother, love you and thanks for what you do. Graham got censored by SCGOP, much frosty man. Good. Needs to get kicked out of office. But where do you think they learned this trick from? They seen it work, right? They seen it at work. I mean, we seen at 2 a.m. bunches of ballots appear and the graph goes straight up. You know what I mean? I went to bed thinking Donald Trump was win. He won that night, right? I went to bed thinking that. Woke up the next day, and all of a sudden, boom, But, I find it hilarious because unions are Democrat-pushed agendas. And because it takes the right away from the decision away from the company. and puts it in a union, bunch of legal lawyers and things like that. Thanks, Mark. But Republicans are known for their longstanding support of right to work laws. So the thing is some of you guys may be in unions, but just so you know, you cannot be a patriot and be in a union. You heard me. You cannot be you cannot be a patriot and be in a union. You're wrong. I'm sorry to tell you that. It has roots in socialism, and it's a lot of it came that way. Let me just show some things here. That's not that one yet. What socialism has to do with the U.S. labor movement, right? I got another one here somewhere. Minneapolis Teachers Union contract calls for layoffs of white teachers first. This is a union. So you cannot be in a union to be a patriot. Let me see the comments. See how many people are like, oh, I'm in a union, I'm a patriot. No, you're not. You can't be. Unions are communist. Thanks, Carlo. Appreciate it, buddy. Anyway, so the bottom line is you get what you asked for. Starbucks has a long history of being woke. You could go check out opensecrets.org. You can see their donations and see the long list of Democrat donations that they've placed. So they put themselves, they funded themselves into this situation. They also pushed in 2020 the voter ID BS, right? They actually said that it was racist to have to show government ID. It said they literally said it's like in this article here. It says Starbucks says it's like Jim Crow laws. I mean, seriously, the Democrats all but said people of color don't know how to get an ID card. Political unrest is bad for business. Starbucks chair encourages the 100 corporate leaders to fight to stop voting laws being changed across the U.S. Head of PayPal, Pepsi, and other major major firms agree to speak out. So, what else is funny is that in July, that they actually were closing. They announced they were closing. Thanks, buddy. They announced they were closing 16 stores because of crime, rampant drug use. Starbucks is shutting 16 store locations nationwide after store managers report a surge in drug use among customers and outsiders, as well as an increase in crime in certain areas. But I do want you to notice where these areas are. 6 Starbucks locations will be closed in the company's hometown of Seattle. In Seattle. Remember Chaz? Remember that? Six more will be shut down in Los Angeles metro area. 2 Starbucks restaurants will cease operating in Portland, Oregon, home of Antifa, while 1 store in each location of Philadelphia and Washington, D.C. will close. Store managers have complained to company executives that employees have not felt safe amid a surge of assaults, thefts, and drug use in and around each location. The company responded by giving store managers discretion to deny free access to the store's bathrooms, which are open to the public as per corporate policy. Yeah, because that's going to keep them safe. Closing the bathroom to the public is going to keep them safe. That's going to stop bad guys. We're not going to come, rob these folks or go beat them up because they're not raising a fist in the air. You know what I mean? We're not going to burn it down because they told us we couldn't use the bathroom here. Large cities have seen a rise in violent crime over the past 2 years. The Seattle has been, a surge in both violent and property crime since the onset of the COVID pandemic. And Los Angeles has seen more people killed by guns during the first 6 months of 2022 than during the same period in any of the past 15 years. That's during Joe Biden's America, by the way. That's Joe Biden's America that's happening. Maybe it's being reported otherwise or not reported. Who knows? Unions were necessary when they came up. Back in the day, possibly, but they're definitely Democrat. There, if you go look at who's pushes it, is Democrats. Uh, HE, thanks, man. What's up, Jack? God bless you and your family. My defense instructor holds that Starbucks is the most anti-gun woke business you could ever walk into. Yes, they do not like you having guns in there. Kevin Kent, don't agree with you there, buddy. Odin is a fictitious character. Starbucks literally makes all this money. I mean, millions, billions of dollars, I don't even know, lots of money. And they're really this ignorant. You've been literally funding the destruction of your own business, your own demise. You know, the violence is due to the weak prosecutors. I mean, and then like Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, you know, basically saying let's let guys out, you know, for nothing. Again, Chop and Chaz in Seattle making law enforcement leave the area, even so much so as telling the police to give them over guns, turn over guns to them. You know, Orange Man bad. That's all they had to say. Orange Man bad. But y'all want to push this Marxist socialist BS and fund it, and then it backfires on you. You have to close stores, lose money, right? You're about to get unionized with fraudulent elections. What? I mean, don't be Jim Crow and ask for an ID. You know. The other thing I thought was funny, kind of piggybacking on this, guys, is that, let me see what my buddy says. Chad, is this your first live stream? Semper Fi. Yeah, Joe Biden does love unions, just like all communist socialists do. So the Whole Foods CEO, you probably heard about this. He actually went on and talked about. Oh, let me back up first. Before I get on that. So talking about elections, look at this date here. This is from NPR, 2012, February. Study, 1.8 million dead people still registered to vote. That's from 2012, guys. Check this out, 2020. Judicial Watch finds 1.8 million extra voters. So in 8 years, we could not get rid of these. We couldn't get rid of these 1.8 million extra voters, guys. Here it is again. Judicial Watch finds 353 U.S. counties and 29 states with voter registration rates exceeding 100%. But no, that couldn't happen. I mean, Starbucks is seeing it happen firsthand. They're seeing it firsthand, guys, right in their face. Travis Young, vote with your wallets. I absolutely agree, bro. I always say that. You know, you have to sway with business by not supporting those who refuse to support you. And that's absolutely right. You know, and it's funny, like you'll have guys like just they'll nitpick you, and you're out here like putting your business on the line, the voice of, you know, trying to be a voice in the wild. Had a guy that comment on the video, I lit him up, but he was like talking about Surefire last night. I was like, you know, he was like, yeah, I wouldn't buy them because they fund the Democrat anti-gun politicians. And so he was like, what about Streamlight? Well, Streamlight makes their lights in China. They're using Chinese parts, just like most all lights use Chinese parts because it's almost impossible to make certain components here in the U.S. And I'm like, why would you just not buy my flashlight? Why would you even put out Streamlight? Do you know who Streamlight donates to? Have you looked at their donation list? I mean, why would you even put that out there? Why would you just support someone who's like actively on a freaking staying up late at night when he could be asleep to speak out and make videos, losing customers, losing business deals, lost tons of business deals, lost one this past week because the company didn't like my what I talk about. Apparently they're leftist. I didn't know that, but there's people in the tactical industry that are leftist, travel the country for work and energy, and people have no clue. The workers know, but the people don't. Yeah, man. Thanks again, buddy. Michael, president of Mexico, declared martial law just as the other side of the border, California, Tijuana. Look it up, dude. It's crazy here on doorstep. Drug cartels taking over. Yeah, drug cartels have been taking over for a long time. They are, more. There's more drugs sold over or even our biggest cash crops, right? Over corn, right? More drugs are sold. We lost that war long time ago. We never won that war. It's a losing battle. And probably because we got a lot of politicians that are in a pocket of cartel members. Let's just be real. So let's talk about the next thing. Whole Foods CEO John Mackey. He recently did this interview, and this is going to intertwine. You'll see why. He says, socialists are taking over. Whole Foods, the granola hippie liberal company. The dude says socialists are taking over. Mackey said that the enhanced unemployment benefits offered during the COVID-19 pandemic makes it hard for Whole Foods to find workers, just like everybody else in America, buddy. I've seen so many businesses shut down. One of my favorite local restaurants shut down because they could not get employees to work. People don't want to work. People are lazy. The new society, the soy boys, the guys with high estrogen levels, they're lazy. Daddy wasn't around, or they didn't have a daddy in their life completely, and so they were raised, to be lazy and docile and weak, and so now they don't think they have to earn a living like the rest of us do. So he says, my concern is that I feel like socialists are taking over. Mackey, who is set to retire from Amazon-owned grocery chain at the end of the month after 44 years in the company, and said this on a podcast with Reason Magazine. He said, they're marching through institutions. Socialists have taken over education. It looks like they've taken over the corporations. It looks like they've taken over the military, and it's just continuing. So I'm deeply concerned at it. Mackey, who espouses the idea of conscious capitalism, which he describes as management philosophy focused on ethical ways of doing business, also questioned the work ethic of younger Americans. He said, I feel like I've become my father. I don't understand the younger generation that don't seem to want to work. Whole Foods Market, along with Costco and Starbucks, teamed up in 2008 to create an alternative to the Employee Free Choice Act, right? So this is where we're tying this in together. The three companies invited other corporations using and public interest groups to join them, proposing instead of the unions be given more access to meet with workers, stricter penalties for labor violations, and guaranteed rights to request secret ballots in all circumstances. So they tried to circumvent unions, even though they're liberal, Democrat, whatever, and they're trying to circumvent their ideology, things that they support. They vote these people into support. They help fund these people into support, or they support these people, and we're trying to circumvent that. Well, that wasn't going to work out. They're going to get in there and beat them up. Mark asked about weapon lights. I think they're sold out, man. Yeah, I think the weapon lights are sold out completely. I'm pretty sure. If you're not, check on throughnight.com, buddy. So, but my thing is that if Whole Foods wasn't donating to Hillary Clinton, go look at opensecrets.org, Hillary Clinton, Dianne Feinstein, Bernie Sanders, and the DNC, I might would feel bad for the guy. I might would say, yeah, he's waking up. But no, dude, you've been literally funding this for years, right? He says he's a libertarian. Like I said, a lot of people in the comments when I said I don't, really understand the libertarian thing, because this is the thing about libertarians is they can go either side. You don't know. You know what I mean? They're bi. They could go either way. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know if he agrees on everything with you that you do. He might believe a little bit in Marxism. You don't know. So. But my thing is that like John Mackey, CEO, dude, you're begging for this. You've been begging for this. You've been begging for the downfall of your company, America. What did you think was going to happen? Like I get mind blown. Like the one actor I told you I was friends with, he's up in arms because of the trying to take away guns. He's a big gun guy. He's a Democrat though. And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen, dude? What did you think was going to happen? They want to take your guns. It's mind-boggling, these people, Rodless Real, trying to make products in-house due to insane global situation. Communism is spreading. Let's do what we can to prevent funding communism. Absolutely. And by the way, Rodless Real is an awesome product. We got a video review on it. It's like a small, compact survival fishing reel. It doesn't have to be survival. You can actually, I just would take it and fish out of my kayak sometimes. But it's a small fishing reel. Go check him out. And he's a good guy. But the liberal progressives that have taken over the Democratic Party, because what you hear from old Democrats is it's not hadn't always been this way, but you let them take over because you were silent. You were silent to say, no, dude, this isn't y'all are not part of our party. So you let liberal progressives take over. So you're in the same boat with them. You have more in common with pink-haired, freaks than you do with normal people. So, and you wonder why not having workers to come to work. They want to be paid for sitting at home. The modern day millennial citizen, they want to be paid for sitting at home. They want free college. They don't want to have to do anything. They want free college. They want you to give them that education. Free food, free health care. Working is racist. Getting an idea is racist, and capitalism is homophobic, right? So the thing is, everything is bad. Everything that America was built on, hardworking men and women, people jumping out of planes into D-Day, and all this is bad. This is terrible, evil, right? America was founded on racism, these sort of things, evil stuff. But what I say is let Whole Foods burn, let Starbucks burn, and let them to their own demise. It is what it is. You wanted it, guys. Get it. Get all that you asked for. Math is racist. Somebody said, yeah, exactly. They literally said that. They literally said math was racist. Like everything's racist. It's easy to say. Yeah, you're right. It's not free college. It's that I and you and us pay for their college. That's right, because they don't have to work for it. I went in the military. I couldn't afford college. Couldn't afford it. There's no possible way. I mean, we could barely afford shoes for me and my sister. You know what I mean? It was much less college. Like that was out of there. I wanted to be in the military anyway. That's what I wanted to do. But I got my education through the GI Bill. Right, I earned it. And so, if you want free college, go in the military, guys. All you guys that don't want to work for a living, go get your free college in the military, like I did. So this doesn't exactly tie in, but man, this is pretty disturbing. Oh yeah, before I jump on, look at this right here. Are you a Whole Foods voter or a Cracker Barrel voter? The Washington Post tries to put a fresh spin on the old red and blue, or so Republican and Democrat divide by saying the voting habits of people who live close to one of the two retail chains. So if that doesn't tell you about it, do you shop at Whole Foods or do you eat at Cracker Barrel? You know. Somebody said, "Does Miller drink Starbucks?" Yes, he does. He does. That's General Millie, by the way, if you didn't catch that. Yeah, so that's the thing. This Miss Hazel, I went to college days and worked a full time job. I actually did too. Whenever I was going to college, I worked a full time job as well and took full time classes. Like these kids are lazy these days. I was a grown man at this point in time. Um, Travis Young, yeah, remember your injuries are not service related. That's right. That's how it always is. You know. So this is a pretty disturbing story here. I want to throw it in here. 80-year-old Washington State woman banned from her local YMCA after demanding a trans employee leave the locker room. An 80-year-old Washington State woman was permanently banned, permanently, guys, from her local YMCA pool after demanding that a transgender employee leave the women's locker room. I saw a man in a woman's bathing suit, she said, watching maybe 4 or 5 little girls pulling down their suits in order to use the toilet. Julie Jamin is her name, recalled this July incident to Seattle radio show host Dory Monson on Friday. I asked if he had a penis, and he said it was none of my business. I told that man to get out of here right now. This is the guy. This had occurred on July 26th in the Mountain View Pool, which is the City of Port Townsend facility operated by the Olympic Peninsula YMCA. Jamin said that she was alerted of the trans employee being in the women's locker room while she was showering and heard a man's voice. She told Monson that she alerted a pool staffer to the incident and was stunned when the staff member told her she was being discriminatory and was banned from the pool forever. The staff who allegedly said the police would be called, according to Jamon's statement. She did ask me what the problem was. if I was okay. Nothing about me, Jim Mon told Monson. It as if she was just wanting to pounce on me. It was just stunning. Yeah, of course, the employee there was waiting for her to say something so she could go woke on her. The woke justice patrol to jump on her, of course. Yeah, Mike Wash, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I don't know how you can be a gun guy and be a Democrat. I mean, really, I don't get that one, man. So back to this story. She added to the Port Townsend Free Press that she recalled at being naked and showering in the room with a person born male. She added that Mama Bear and me came out when she saw the individual and the young girls in the bathroom. Told her, so she told the employee there were no signs posted to give a woman warning. She said there were pride posters posted all over, and she assumed that was adequate to inform women what to expect. So the employee told her because there were pride posters posted all over the place that should be enough for her to know that it was okay. And the employee said, "We take pride in everyone welcome." But my big question is, why? Where are the conservatives not protesting this gym? Why are there not people out there with loud voices at this freaking gym? That's what I want to know. There should be. Conservatives have to get loud. So, we got the tribe, which is basically our YouTube membership. And what the plan is we're going to get like a Telegram or something, some form of communication outside of YouTube. And the thing is that we need to know about these things, know about these events, set up, be just like them, protest like them. Maybe we get lawyers on board to sue the living hell out of these people in those areas. So the attorneys that follow me, let me know where you are so we can sue the living hell. So I know where we are and what states we're in. Sue the living hell out of these places, right? That's what we have to do because that's what they do to us. We have to fight back, same way they do, right? So that's the idea for the tribe, and as well as getting to know your neighbor in case of zombie apocalypse, right? And having somebody that you can trust. So a lot of people were like, "Man, where am I gonna get my coffee at? Because I can't drink Starbucks anymore." Thor's hammer, aren't the Marine Corps full of freaks today? Yeah, there's a lot of them there. A lot of them. A lot of them, dude. A lot of them everywhere. I'm not in the Marine Corps anymore, so that's why. I wouldn't be there, you know. I wouldn't be in there right now. There's no way. There's no way I'd join at this moment. Martin, welcome to the tribe. All right, Travis. So yeah. Anyway, people are like, "Where do I get my coffee at now that I can't drink Starbucks?" Well, let me tell you what I've been doing. I actually called them today. I was like, I need more Nutrient Survival. This is the NRE Nutrition Ready to Eat meal. They had to label it for me. I tell them like I'm like, label things for me, guys, because I got so much going on that it's hard for me to keep track of things. Yeah, where are all our country boys at, Nelson? That's right. Anyway. Oh, here we go. Cat, somebody tell Cat Man what time it is. He's saying drink Black Rifle coffee. Are you serious, dude? Is this your first video here, Cat Man? Did you just show up here? Did you get here by accident? You're not one of us. Can't be. Can't be. Tell him why he's wrong in the comments. Yeah, and also, yes, Zay Kelly is one of our moderators. Thank you, Zay. You're doing a great job. She's saying, please calm down in the comments for violent comments because she's correct, because they will flag my content for your comments. So anyway, in the Nutrition Ready to Eat, but Nutrient Survival sells this coffee anyway, and it's the best coffee in the world. So like you're out in the field. I mean, I drink this like every day. Vitamin coffee. It has vitamins in there. So you can grow hair on your chest as well. Sorry, ladies. You'll grow hair on your chest too. But good stuff. What I do is, and I tell them this all the time, this is my hack. My hack is this creamy chocolate shake. This thing seriously tastes like a chocolate shake. Like, it's not like just protein powder, because protein powder can be watery. this actually has like a thick consistency to it. And mix these two together. You have your vitamins, your caffeine, and your protein and carbs. Boom. Breakfast right there. Too many people eat too much food anyway. I promise you, you're eating too much food, most of us. And you can see the breakdown on this. Protein, 24 grams, guys. Is it going to pick up? 24 grams, 200 calories, 18 carbs, give you some energy, 9 grams of sugar. Boom. And so some people think sugar is bad, but sugar is actually great after a workout. I actually argued with a guy the other day. He was like, "You're so wrong about that. Go ask a bodybuilder, what do they do after they get done working out? They usually eat gummy bears, pixie sticks, or honey, right? Because you need the glucose to replace the glycogen that your muscle has burned up before it can suck up the protein." Go Google it if you don't believe me. Yes, there he is, Michael Newman. Black Rifle Coffee donates to Democrats. Dude, I would not even drink their coffee. You're crazy. They also turned their back on Kyle Rittenhouse. Yes, Travis, it's grunt proof, dude. You just mix full water. It's as easy as you can get, dude. Yeah, just mix full water. So anyway, check it out, guys. And this comes in the kit. That's why I told them, like in my nutrition ready kit, gotta have these are my two faves. Put them together. It also has a bar in here, triple cheese mac, and Southwestern medley, which is amazing. And it has a vitamin drink and chocolate crunch, grain crunch. This is killer. Organic crisp rice. No soy in my stuff, right? So what does it say? Where does it say that? It says it somewhere. No soy. I make sure no soy in my stuff too. Soy will kill it will increase estrogen in your body. You'll become a chick. And anyway, if you do go, you can go get the coffee just straight out though in those packs. Those packs are great because you can throw them in your purse, guys. You can throw them in your pack, whatever. Throw them in your truck. Just pour it in. I drink it cold usually, unless I'm out in the field and it's cold. But usually I just drink it. I drink it cold with cold water. But you can use Black Scout 10. I think they got a 30-day supply there. Use Black Scout 10, and you can get 30 days worth. Try it out. I promise once you try it, you'll be like, yeah, you're right, dude. Yes, keep the testosterone pumping. That's right, guys. They want to make you a soy boy. They do. They do. They don't want you to have any muscle mass. So, Annette, you're already a chick, so you don't have to worry about it. It'll be like steroids for you, you know. So Dragon Slayer, I'm old school. She said enough with the chick comment. Some of us like being chicks. Chicks should be chicks. I'm good. I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with dudes being chicks. Cigars do raise your testosterone. Matter of fact, you can go check out our buddy over there, code Black Scout at Gadsden Cigars. Best cigars. Where's my buddy at on here? One of our tribe members. Is he on here? He just he's been smoking the Gadsden cigars. You can use code Black Scout. I think it's 15% off with that code. But I do like their cigars. Very good stuff. KP, we're all heathens, man. We're all heathens. We're all beggars asking for a piece of bread. That's what my pastor says. All right, guys. Well, I do appreciate you. Yeah, man boob enhancement. That's right. Go get your Starbucks. You'll start growing boobs. They put all that soy in there, soy lattes. Let me see. All right, guys. Starbucks did what? Start the video over, guys. If somebody's just getting here asking what the yeah, so the coffee, the vitamin coffee is good hot and cold. Yeah, you can drink it either way. If you drink it hot, I mean it's like normal, like you brewed coffee, but I just drink it cold. And sometimes I'll just throw my creatine in there too. Like I'll make a what's up, Arctic Wolf? Thanks, man. What I'll do is throw my creatine in there with the creamy chocolate and then the coffee, and you're good. That's what I do. All right, guys. So I appreciate you hanging out, man. I don't want you to stay up any longer if you're hadn't went to bed yet. So please like the video. Go comment on the video once it posts. It helps me tremendously. It's the least you can do, right? Least you can do. And go check out those. You need coffee. You need cigars. Go check them out. You need food. Get our food kit because we've only got 15 days left, and this you will not be able to get this discount. We're only doing this launch during August to get the discount. So if you have not got your food kit yet, you need to. The country's falling to pieces. Every food plant in the Americas is being set on fire by someone mysteriously, and yeah, we're running out of food. So anyhow, guys, be sure to stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Go comment on the video, give me a like, share, all that good stuff. Have a good night, guys. Take care.